Uh-oh. Come on, don't do this to me. Computer, please. Oh dear. Okay, I was a little worried for a moment. I thought for just a moment my entire laptop was going to crash. Okay, we're good. We're smooth sailing. Yeah. Hello. Hold on, wait. Let me get on the right screen here. There we go. Hello. It is me, the local virtual baker. I don't need to be create weird fit. Hi. Hello. Pizza Tower is Pizza Tower? What? Pizza Tower 2 actually making a pizza. I guess. I haven't played that game yet. But hi. We're here. We're making pizza today. Wow, and I did really think about the timing of doing this really too well, cause you know, if you look at the timer right there, it's 9:35 a.m. I guess there's no such thing as a bad morning pizza, I guess. I mean, yeah, I really didn't think about timing when it came to making pizzas today, but here we are. Can't really change the fact of the matter. It is what it is, I guess, but, yeah, we're making pizza. We're making breakfast pizza. It's a good way to start off the day. You know, nice greasy slices of pies. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to do so much today, because I just feel like eating like, well, I like pizza, but eating this much pizza is gonna be like, it's gonna just make me feel so self-conscious. Any time is a good time for pizza. I agree, but there's something there's something wrong about it, about making it in the morning, and I don't know why. There's just something weird about it. By the way, hello, good morning, good evening? Yeah, good evening, it's like 10. Good evening, Mina, good evening, hello. Which is the one that sucks? We're gonna be getting to that today. Because, in my opinion, there are four distinct styles there are four distinct styles of making pizza. There is the 3 right ways, and then there's the 1 wrong way of making pizza. So I have 3 kind of doughs made today that we are going to use and make them in the according way that I guess they're normally made. We have sourdough. We have a sourdough pizza dough. We have a Neapolitan style pizza dough, and then we have a New York style pizza dough. So, and then there's a 4th one. We're gonna get to the 4th one if I feel like it, but all I'm going to say when I make this 4th pizza dough, if you know, you know. I don't want to make this kind of pizza. If you know what this means when we talk about pizza, you know what this means. You see, hold on. Okay, I gotta grab my oven mitts. Okay, I guess oven mitt, because I don't know where my other one is. Actually, it might be in here. No, those are the big ones. Oh, there it is. There is. The only kind of pizzas that I want to make today are with this thing right here. Nice cast iron flat. I don't want to make it in a cast iron pan. That does not make sense for me. Also, to talk about today really quickly, this is just some quick forewarnings. There will be burnings. There will be char. And most importantly, there will be fire alarms today. I cannot control that. My apartment sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. It's just that the fire alarm is like 5 steps away from my kitchen. So if it even detects even a little bit of smoke, it's going to go off. Trust me, I'm gonna get scared too today. that thing, I do not have I cannot control that thing, even if I wanted to try to, so, this is something that we all have to deal with today. Yeah, oof. So, first of all, you're clear wrong, Salty. Second, I'm gonna poison your water supply. Listen, you can't do that, because someone already tried to poison the water supply. They didn't even succeed in doing what they wanted to do, so, hey, good luck. I saw a very worrying tweet earlier. How do you feel about deep dish? I hate deep dish pizza. It's stupid. It is a menace to all pizza kind. It's like, why do you exist? You do not need to exist. An horrible thing to be made. It's like if you made an ice cream sandwich with just ice cream. It's good, but something about it is so wrong. Where is the little sandwich cake thing for the ice cream sandwich? I never really figured out if it was bread or if it was cake or cookie. I mean, it's more like a cookie. No, it's more like a cake now I think about it. No? Kinda, it's like an ice cream cake. Okay, you know, it's like saying Chicago deep dish pizza is like saying ice cream sandwiches are ice cream cakes. It's like saying that. It's like kind of the same thing, but it's extremely stupid and cursed and should not be said. It just should not be said in the atmosphere right now. So yeah. But Chicago deep dish, I have an excruciating hate for. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. But for whatever reason, I just hate it. I don't know why. So, but that's also the thing of, I've only made Chicago deep dish pizza. Actually, scratch that. I've never made a traditional Chicago deep dish pizza. I've only made Chicago deep dish pizza. Well, I've never made it. I've only really bought it. I have only bought Chicago deep dish pizza, and every single time my parents buy it, or when I buy it, it's the most depressing and upsetting thing I've ever eaten. It's soggy, it's wet, it's sad, it makes me want to cry. It's the worst thing in the world. I want a nice crispy or a nice chewy pizza, but this thing, it sogs like a wet cracker. You're telling me that I just paid this much money for a soggy cracker with a little bit of cheese and a mountain full of sauce on it? Are you serious? I'd rather do that. I'd rather just have a cup of marinara and then dipping my crackers into that thing and then eating it with cheese on the side. It's essentially the same exact thing. Have you tried not having wrong options? Wait, options or opinions? Opinions. Have you tried ever having good opinions? May I tell you? May I say, have you ever tried having good opinions, maybe? I don't know. Okay. But hello, Temp. Hello, Sonic. And Good Name, I'm just gonna nickname you Good Name, because I'm not gonna say I can't think of a good name every single time I want to refer to you. Your name is now Good Name. Alright? Alright. So, yeah, anyways. Have you ever had a good opinion? I mean, okay, let's be honest. Whoever has a good opinion? Like, having a good opinion in this time, in this age, it's like, what? 2023? You're allowed to have opinions? That's crazy. You're not allowed to have opinions in this time and age? You're crazy. This is where your opinions do not matter. This boy is salty tonight. Ah, wow, I haven't heard that one before. Yay. So, I was actually going to I'm going to go out and say I was going to try to make 5 pizzas today. I'm going to be honest. I did want to make initially 5 pizzas today. Like, these are all pizza doughs that I have made overnight. But what if I made a pizza dough the day of and then worked with that? Is the day of really worth it, or is the day after really worth it? But I'm gonna tell you a little secret here. Alright, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I am too lazy to do that. So, aside from that, this is just on a basis of which pizza is gonna be so good after a day of bulk fermentation overnight. Cold proof, whatever you want to say. Cold proofing. Oh, I'm just gonna mention that real quick. If you want to know what cold proofing is essentially overnight rest in a refrigerator. So yeah, yeah. If you want to do something that's a normal proof, which is what these are all doing right now, is when they get a dough and you let it rest at room temperature for a period of time, blah blah blah. Maybe one day I should just sit down and then do like a talk stream about just like talking about what are the bread terms of the world? Like what can we talk about when I talk about like bread terminology, call outs you could say. Calling out like, you know, bread. Because bread is a game. This ain't no game. This is bread. This is pizza actually. But speaking of that, let's talk about the pizza doughs. Yes, this is a class now. Sit your butts down onto the chairs. If you're not sitting up, stand up and then sit back down, okay? Just so I don't feel that stupid. Anyways, we have 3 kinds of pizza doughs here, and they are made actually very differently. Sourdough pizza. Sourdough pizza... See it? See my crummy handwriting? Well, I guess you don't really need to see it. I'm just gonna tell you what's what. This is sourdough pizza. Pizza dough. It is pretty much like Neapolitan style, except that it has, I think it has sugar in it, and it also has sourdough starter in it. So it has a bit of flavor and funk from my sour starter, Wheatley. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. The hydration of it is pretty... All the hydrations of these are pretty much the same. They're like 50 to 60%, so they're gonna be like relatively nice, soft, working doughs. So yeah, sourdough pizza, that's one. Neapolitan style. Neapolitan style is pretty much like your standard bread. Salt, water, yeast, flour. The only thing that makes this kind of different is that instead of using bread flour, I use double O flour, which is what I like to kind of dub Italian flour. Because you only really use double O flour in like pizza doughs, focaccias, Italian style ciabattas. You usually use double... Okay, I find a lot of recipes that use double O flour. And when they use double O flour, they are usually for Italian style things, right? Double O flour, licensed to mill. And then we got this one right here. This is kind of sad, I know, it's not really proof that much. These all had the same amount of time to ferment. They've all had the same time of mixing process. But the New York style, I'm actually kind of surprised. Though I'm not surprised because it has the addition of sugar and a higher salt content and a lower yeast content. So this one has a little less yeast, has a little bit of sugar in it, has a little bit more salt than these two. So this one has a little less rise, but should make up in the department for flavor. Now I guess there might be someone out there that might be confused with what I just said, of like, oh wait, put sugar in this, so why isn't it even blowing up the container? Why is it not like the other doughs? That is a fake news. That is false. That is not true about sugar. Sugar does not inherently mean better rise. Sugar is... The best way to describe sugar is like if you gave some guy a thing of beer. They are going to be happy, they're going to be bubbly and happy, but they're going to be very relaxed, I guess. They're not going to be very focused. Sugar is a lot like alcohol. It will relax the yeast, but it won't really make it too productive. It really also relaxes the dough. The gluten structure is a bit harder to work with sometimes, and also makes it harder for the yeast to grow because the sugar is a lot like salt. It tries to occupy a lot of water space, to say that it tries to occupy a lot of water, just like how salt does. So it gives little space for the yeast to grow. And if you know basic science, which I do not, but I look too much into this stuff, so I kind of know. What is a carb? Carb is a sugar. you don't really need sugar if you already got sugar. So giving it more sugar just makes it go high. It makes it go drunk off like carbs. And we all know what happens if you get too drunk off carbs, yes? Cool. So I've had these all letting them slack. Slack? Oh no. I've been letting these all come up to room temp. Which is why I had to delay stream by half an hour. And I also had to make marinara sauce, which right here. So I had marinara, got my pizza doughs, and there's also a distinct dough that is missing. And even though I mentioned that, oh yeah, we're making Chicago Deep, there's one dough I didn't mention it at all. I'm gonna use a bit of the I'm gonna use some of the New York pizza dough because, you know, same difference. Chicago, New York, both same crime, different area, so it's pretty much the same sort of thing. New York has really good pizza, really good bagels. And then Chicago has a bunch of people, well, trying to pass pizza. It's okay, some really crazy people out there really like that stuff, but they're wrong. Not pizza, because Chicago deep dish pizza is just bread with toppings on top. Fight me. It is stupid. Dumb. Okay. We're actually gonna make some We're actually gonna be making some pizza. Yes, enough of my rambling. Let's get to the making of the pizza. Yes? Okay. Okay, I'm being indecisive. What pizza should I actually make first? Because I could go either way, really. We can go for a sourdough pizza, a Neapolitan style pizza, or a New York style pizza first. Like, what do we want to go for? The pizza is our oyster right now. We can make whatever we want. Welcome to Papa Salty. That sounds weird. Welcome to my bakery. You want kind of pizza? Which one do you want? Neapolitan, New York, or sourdough? If you don't choose, I'm just gonna go for something I want. I'm looking at you, chat. You wanna say something? You wanna maybe put some input? You wanna, I don't know, wanna suggest something? Like, do you wanna suggest something? Sourdough sounds funny. Alright, cool. That's a suggestion if I heard one. So we're gonna go with that then. Thank you, Tab. Alright. Here we are. Sourdough. Ugh, man, it's really sticky. So, I'm also just doing this because I've actually been kind of curious about, like, making pizza dough recipes. I did make some of these recipes, but also a lot of these recipes I kind of got adaptations from like, King Arthur. So, I have some adaptations I have had from other main recipes I follow. So, yeah. 100% sourdough. Alright. Well, sourdough it is. Okay, so, speaking of pizza, I like pepperoni and sausage. I like myself a nice broccoli and bacon pizza. I know, ugh, something green on my pizza? Yes, it's on my pizza, exactly. It's not gonna be on yours. So quit your complaining. Okay, I don't know why I'm so kind of nippy today. I mean, I haven't really eaten anything all day. Or yesterday. Day prior. But, yeah. I'm gonna get my calories worth. Alright, so... I'm gonna tell you all the truth, too. I have not really made pizzas in a long time. And I have a feeling I'm gonna really show off my... I don't know what the right word to use here. My lacking of skill and adaptation as a baker to really try and make a passable looking pizza. So yeah, I don't know any good technique. I've seen very basic, broad views of a video, and that's really it. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with what I feel. And right now I'm feeling just a lot of dough. Yeah. Not gonna lie though, I'm actually kind of excited for this sourdough pizza because my sourdough starter, I actually been feeling, sorry, extra. I have been feeding it some rye flour recently, so yay, an extra bit of nutrition, I guess, right? Right? What matters? If it has rye flour, that means it's healthy, right? So I can eat this pizza and not feel bad, right? That's how it works. I think. I don't know. I think it does, right? Like if I don't eat a plain white flour that's been bleached and has extra bromelain into it, it'll be fine, right? You know, there are actually, as I'm just kind of rolling these doughs out, let's talk about some flour stuff because I think it's really interesting. So there are several kinds of flours you could buy at the simple grocer. There are flours that are unbleached, flours that are bleached, flours that have added bromelain, or flours that are just kind of normal in some sense because they just have hold on, the word's gonna come to me. They just kind of have stuff on them, to say simply. I mean, they just say, oh, unbleached, no bromelain, blah 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 blah, which is the best kind of flour. Now, I don't exactly remember what bromelain does. I have to use this just to have it somewhere for now, but bromelain is essentially, I don't know anything about bromelain, but I do know about bleaching, the bleaching process. No, they do not actually use like real bleach. They do not use bleach to bleach the flour. Bleaching is essentially almost aging the flour because, well, I don't. If it's something that says it's been unbleached, then it's kind of been aged. But a flour that has been bleached has gone through a process that has no bleach, I believe, to where it gets that whitened color a lot more quickly. Yeah. Which is kind of funny because you would think that, oh yeah, bleach. Why would it be bleached? It's not really bleach itself, it's just more or less aging. That's one pizza. That is a sourdough. That is a sour pizza. Sourdough. Okay. I'm now gonna roll out the Neapolitan because I can. I can't remember. I don't know what exactly is so unique about Neapolitan style. Well, not Neapolitan, but double O flour. I've tried to do my own research, but I don't really remember what double O flour does exactly. It's something, but I just can't remember it at all. The only thing I really know from my very extensive research I've done is that double O flour is really good if you make pizzas in like a few seconds, because with how it is, how fine and the kind of wheat it is made out of, it's really susceptible to burning, which is good for a Neapolitan style pizza. That is, unless you're baking it for like 10 minutes, then it's not really ideal, but it works. I only use unbleached for sourdough. That's good. Unlike other things, sourdough tends to be a little sensitive to like those kind of flours and such. Sourdough starters are usually a little bit more susceptible. They're a little bit more sensitive to the chemicals they use for bleaching. So although it's fine, it's gonna be safe for you to eat and yada yada, there's also a thing of quality. You won't get as good as a rise if you use bleached flour in comparison to unbleached flour. It's so minute, it's so small. But if you do it side by side, you'll notice a difference. Just the difference is still very minute, but there is a slight difference nonetheless. Yeah, okay. I've also found my dough I'm going to use for the Chicago deep dish. Apparently, you're supposed to eat deep dish with a fork and knife, which is another thing that's just adding onto the list of like, this is a horrible kind of pizza. What kind of pizza do you eat with a fork and knife? There's only like one time to where I can recall someone eating pizza with a fork and knife, and that was from a really cruddy video game. Does anyone remember the hit video game Heavy Rain? Does anyone remember that? Does anyone remember that really weird like story-based game, Heavy Rain? I think because I watched like a YouTuber play through that, and they were playing through and like, Jason! Yeah, exactly. They were, I think it was like one of the first chapters, and they were like doing like, oh, what do you want to eat, Jason? Wait, it's not Jason. Sean, yeah, Sean? It's like, oh, what do you want to eat? And it's like, oh, pizza. And he started eating it with a knife and a fork. Oh, okay, I could say something really bad right now, but I'm not that kind of person. Nah. You nailed the intonate. Oh, that's too fancy of a word. I don't understand. Anyways, so before I actually do throw these in the oven, if you are wondering why I'm putting like this on the side here, it's because this pan is now hot. This area right here is kind of warm. So what I'm doing before I throw this in the oven is actually giving it a really quick flash, a really quick proofing before I throw it in the oven. And what that does, it helps make it a little bit more airy, a little bit more fluffy. And I also gotta look for some cornmeal. I don't have any cornmeal. What? No, I have corn. Just in the really tall part of my cabinet. Okay. I don't know why I put things so high. I'm not tall enough to get these things. Alright. So, I'm gonna show you some secrets when it comes to making a pizza. First and foremost, you're all gonna have to get ready, okay? I know it's early in the morning, or maybe late at night, whatever it may be. But get ready for the fire alarm because it won't happen today. Alright. So before we even put the pizza on, actually, you know what? Let me just move this back in because we don't really need this extension yet. I'm just gonna be quick with it, okay? So pay attention. Pay attention or you're just gonna miss it, right? So first things first, we want to make sure we season our pizza. So I'm actually going to give this thing a little bit of oil. Just a slight amount of oil. The oil is going to help crispen the dough a bit and make it a lot more crunchy and crusty. So I'm just going to really quickly just put a little bit of that. Now, a more ideal choice than just using normal oil, I'm using rice oil because it doesn't burn as badly and gets a better color than canola oil. It's healthier. But a better oil to use would actually be to use extra virgin olive oil, and I forgot I had some. So the next one, we'll do it on the next one. So put that on, and now we're gonna put on the sauce. See, this is one of the main reasons why this is like the best way to make a pizza. Because unlike Chicago deep dish, the pizza sauce actually goes in a place that makes sense. It actually goes in the right area. Yeah. And unlike most things, it is nice to just give it a little sprinkle of salt, a little bit of seasoning. Gonna give it a fresh crack of black pepper. And I'm also going to steal from my cabinet of secrets a little bit of dried oregano. It'd probably be a bit better with like an Italian spice blend. But I don't have an Italian spice blend, so I'm not gonna use that. Whoa, dropped my dough. Alright. And now I want to put on the cheese. But before I put on the main cheese, I gotta put on a special cheese. I'm gonna put on just a nice, light but fresh sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. Adds a bit more flavor since mozzarella cheese can be kind of boring on itself. So adding a bit of Parmesan, just a very soft sprinkling of it, helps it just boost a little bit more flavor. Now the cheese. Now it's kind of important if you are baking something like this at home. This is very, very important. Do not overload your pizza with cheese. And I know that sounds very upsetting. It sounds even stupid. But trust me, if you slather your pizza with cheese, you are going to get a sogging, sad mess. Do not do it. Trust me, I've wanted to do it too. It's not worth it. It's not. It's not worth it. So just be light on the cheese, because the cheese will melt. So don't worry about it. And now, I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna do with all the rest of the pizzas, because it's gonna be a lot quicker and a lot safer for me to do it like this way. But I'm gonna be doing this down here. So imagine I have my oven open already, and I'm doing this down there. So I'm gonna give it a light sprinkling of cornmeal. You can already see a bit of smoke, maybe. And now I'm just gonna try to. Okay, try is the key word. Slide this pizza. Okay, this is not why I tried to. Oh, see how this works. Oh boy, it's not want to cooperate. This is why I need like a pizza. Oh, okay, I don't have one, but I have something that can act like one. I have 2 spatulas. And with these 2 spatulas combined, I'm just going to very sloppily. I'm sad. Okay. You know what? We're just baking it on the tray. I ain't doing it. Don't. What a shame. What a shame it is. But it's sticking and I just did not add enough meal or flour. So you know what? Just in the oven. Just how it is. Okay. There it goes. Off to the races. Yeah, I forgot. I should have not used flour. I should have used cornmeal. Cornmeal is a bit more coarse and has a bit of an easier time sliding off. So if you do what I'm doing, don't do what I just did. Use what is it? Use cornmeal. Do not use flour. Cornmeal. Wow, you actually nailed the oh wait, no. Doesn't like deep dish pizza. Doesn't like the excess cheese on his pizza. Listen, you can add the excess cheese on your pizza at the end, or when it's closer to done to being baked. Speaking of which, I should put a timer. We're gonna throw it in for 5 minutes. 5 minutes should be enough time, but we'll see from there. Anyways, I just want to re-roll this dough here. It just didn't seem good. It just didn't feel good above all else. So not changing it, but I'm re-rolling it. I want to make sure that this dough comes out nicely. And speaking of doughs coming out nicely, I'm going to be using this for the other thing. The other pizza. You know, that other one that sucks. Watching you. Fire alarm. Don't go off right now, okay? I'm being a good boy. And the fire... There is no fire. Sorry, I'm having a little debate with my fire alarm because I know how it is. I know what it's gonna be. I know what it's gonna do. But I'm just hoping for at least for just the moment that it does not go off. Because I'm going to scream like a little baby. And I don't exactly feel like going on a very high or low pitched tone here. Also, I've kind of just said heck to it. I'm just using a rolling pin. I'm not skilled enough. I don't have the fingertips. I don't have the finger power to kind of just do the thing that, you know, and you see in good like pizza places to where they go like this and stuff. I'm too slow and I just don't understand the technique. And maybe the dough isn't good too, but I don't have the technique to do it. I do not have the skills to pay the bills. So I'm just gonna have to work my other way around. Now he's using a rolling pin. Alright, we got our sad little pizza dough here. It is a nice Neapolitan style dough. It's just a shame that I'm going to have to desecrate its existence in a cast iron skillet. So, you know, gonna get a cast iron skillet, fill it with oil so it doesn't stick, grease it with a paper towel and oil, blah 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 blah. And then throw the dough in, just stretch it on the side so it just fits, but yeah. Making a mini Chicago deep dish. Oh wow, I just saw the viewers plummeted. No, I don't blame you. Yeah, if we're making a Chicago deep dish pizza when I'm making all these other excellent kinds and styles of pizza, I don't blame you. I don't. It's a shame. This nice Neapolitan style pizza dough, it's gonna be wasted on this Chicago. Stupid. Okay, it's been about 2.5 minutes. I'm gonna flip the pizza so it gets even coloring. There we go. Okay, and now we have to make this in the most stupid way possible, and I don't like it. So just... I'm going to assume that we... no, we're just gonna make it the way I found online. Cheese on the bottom, like an extreme amount of cheese. Wow. And then we're gonna put the sauce on top of it. Why? Why? I don't get it. Why? It's gonna be so soggy, it's gonna be so wet, it's gonna be... Why? I know I said to put the toppings in between, but I'm going to at least try to grate a little bit of cheese on top, okay? It needs a little bit of love. I'm going to give it at least a little bit of fresh grape parm. Just a little bit on top, just to save it for when it's going to be. But I'm still going to give it the same works, you know? Black pepper, salt, pepper. Well, salt and pepper. I don't know why I had to mention pepper twice. Sorry, this deep dish is making me go through something right now, so... Okay. So I had to get my other grate, and conveniently timed, the pizza should be done too. So, okay. Sorry, I gotta put this. So I can get this on. So I can get the Chicago deep dish in the oven. And also, take this boy out of the oven. Look at that! That's a pretty nice looking pie right there, no? I think it looks good. Could it use a little work? Yeah. But to be honest, it's not going to be as good as I wanted it to be because it's stuck. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. It slid off. Okay, cool. It's going back in the oven for just a little longer. Let me cook. Let me cook. We're gonna just throw it in for another 2 minutes. Yep. This time, I'll try to make this pie correctly too. The Neapolitan style, because that's the next one we have to make. Whew, it is getting warm in here. I actually want to take my hat off even. It's getting really, really warm in here. Alright. I can probably just press this out. Finally, we're getting back into making normal pizza again. Ugh. Not feel like making another deep dish pizza. If that deep dish pizza that I just threw in the oven like burns or whatever happens to it, I do not care. I'm throwing it out. It's gonna be tossed out into the wild where the raccoons and squirrels and other people maybe will fight for it. I ain't dealing with it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is quite a strange breakfast either way around it. Yes, I just woke up and decided to make 3 kinds of pizzas. It's one thing you want to make one kind of pizza, but then, you know, come to think of it, making 3, okay, even I think that might be a bit excessive. Oh, almost forgot. I almost just threw it on straight up. Yeah, no, we're gonna use cornmeal and letting it rest right there. And York, finally. In my humble opinion, I honestly do like New York the best. Like, I know that's kind of funny for me. Oh, wait, hold on, before I get on my tangent. The sourdough pizza should be done. Should be. Ooh, it's just that much better. Okay. Trying not to burn myself, trying not to set the... Well, the smoke alarm's gonna turn off, but not yet, at least. Ooh. Do you hear that? You see that? Comes just right off, too. This is burning. This hurts a little bit. Ooh, this is hot. Ooh, this is really hot. Oh. Okay. Whew. So yeah, that's our sourdough pizza. It looks pretty good. Ain't gonna lie. Whew. All right. Sorry about that. My hands were just burning just a little bit there. But we're fine. Back into it. And now we're just gonna kind of stretch out our New York style. I feel like I'm also gonna forget some of these styles. Can someone keep track for me of which styles we're working with here? Because this is sourdough, this is Neapolitan, the one I'm rolling out is New York. This is now your job. If you subscribe to me, you're a baker, and this is the job I'm telling you. If you do the job, you will get some pizza. We're gonna do a pizza party. So yeah, better be paying attention or you get no pizza. Chat gets no pizza. Yeah. Yeah, unlike the other doughs I was working with, I'm actually going to use the entire dough of the pizza of the New York style. It's just because I made the proper amount and I want to. In simplest terms, I just feel like it. I really want to. Actually, now I'm looking at it, I might want to cut it off just a little bit here. It's not gonna all fit onto my my cast iron. Alright, here we are. I wish I had more headspace right here, because I would definitely like try to throw this in the air. You know how they like do in the movies, like, ooh, whoa, look at me go with this, throwing it in the air, and then eventually it's sticking to the roof of the room. But no, I don't have. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can just do it over here. Ah! Okay. It works. I caught it, but it almost met to the floor than the roof. It's a nice style. This is a good style dough, though. Feels good. You know, it's just one of those doughs that just feels good. Like the gluten is nicely developed to where I can kind of see through it. I can kind of play with it a little bit. It's nice. It's a good dough. The other doughs I wasn't really messing around and playing with, so it's not gonna get as much love as the it's not gonna unfortunately get as much love as the pizza as the New York style. So I'm gonna stretch out the other dough for a moment, and then we're gonna throw that one in. So double O dough. The most killer of all the flours, licensed mill. I've already made that joke this, but I'm making it again because I think it's just that funny. Nice and slidey. Okay, good. It's gonna be nice and slidey as well. Nice. So I'm just gonna give it a little, just same thing, a little drizzle of olive oil. Rub my hands into it just to make sure it's nice covered. The only reason why I'm doing this, I wouldn't, if I had like a nice proper pizza oven that gets to like really high temperatures, 100%, I wouldn't be doing this. Unfortunately, I don't have that, and I live in a very simple house apartment, so I can't do exactly. What they say, you gotta make do with what you got, so. Oil. I'm going to now give it a bit of salt. And 1 ladleful of schnapps. Sorry, I'm still a little sleepy, so my head's wanting to be a little quiet still, and also I do live in an apartment, so I'm also trying to take a big consideration for that. I really should have picked a better time to do this, but you know what? that's just gonna have to be a future problem. I'll deal with that later. I'll get a better time when I'm not making pizza right now. So, a little bit of oregano's. And am I missing anything else? Well, some burrata and some nice quality basil. That's what I'm missing, but unfortunately I don't have. Run this into the pan. Okay. Alright. Make a timer for 10, and another one for 5. Good. So that's Neo. Neo decided to go in the oven. Just didn't dodge the time out of the oven then. And now, our last one. New York. Never been to New York, even though that's actually a relatively close neighbor. Like, all things considered, where I live, New York is not too far away. New York City. But, I don't know. Not really too interesting of a place for me to go. Like, if anything, I would really want to just go there for bagels. That's really it. Bagels, maybe pretzels. They're known for pretzels too, right? But nowhere else, really. Nowhere else that I could really think of. I might as well start Nah, I'm gonna let it just dry. The dryness will help make a better crust, so I'll just deal with that. If anything, I'm just going to now just kind of wipe down the area. Don't want it too messy. Refill my cheese. Because I usually like having my cheese in quart containers. Having it in bags kind of just makes me feel scared. I know, it's weird to say that, like, oh, it makes me feel scared, but it's just kind of, how do you say, it's very, I don't really know how to describe it. It just feels wrong. It just feels wrong for me to have it in a bag, so I just can't have it in a bag anymore. That just might be just me being a little bit of a annoying, but I'm just grating some more cheese because I'm going to want more cheese on these pizzas. A little more at least. And actually, since I can, I might as well just sprinkle a little bit on the sourdough pizza. Why not? If I just grate the pizza now, I don't have to worry about grating it later. Well, grate the cheese now. Pee-pee, you little guy. Stay hydrated. Kind of waiting around at this point. Not much we can really do. Pretty sure I talked about everything I need to talk about too. Like how Chicago deep dish is the worst kind of pizza. How sourdough pizza is actually pretty good, but I'm gonna say kind of mid. New York style is objectively the best because it has good flavor in the crust, and I don't know what they put in their water, but it's good stuff. They make really good pizza. And I can't remember if it's New York or Philadelphia, where they say, oh wait, no, it's New York. New York. Yeah, New York makes bagels. And they say like, oh, our bagels are so distinctive and good. It's because of the water. And then you have Chicago saying like, oh, we have the best sourdough because the Chicago stem of sourdough bacteria, because that's apparently a thing that bakers really care about. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say that I wouldn't care about that, because I am just that little bit interested, but still, it just seems kind of extra. Like, I just really need to worry about that. Is that really a worry? Is that really something you want to think about in this world? About that one single... Okay, I'm kind of realizing the industry I'm a part of, and it's like, yeah, no, we 100% do care about that little minuscule kind of stuff. Yes. Okay, gotta check on the first pizza. Not the first, but the Neapolitan. And good. Take the Chicago. The Chicago is done too. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. That actually does look kind of good. I'll give credit where credit is due. Chicago maybe has something going on here. Hey, wait. Maybe? I don't know. Something about that is just kind of making me kind of anxious about it. Like, maybe? I'll figure it out when moving it to a different area, so I just have more counter space here for the 3 pizzas I'm making today. Why am I making 3 pizzas? Listen, I like pizza as much as the next guy, but I really am just sitting down and thinking, like, why am I making 3 whole pizzas? Is this truly necessary? Do I need to make 3 pizzas? Do I want to make... Yes, I do want to make 3 pizzas. It's still like, what am I gonna do with this much pizza? I'm gonna have so much food at the end of the day today, so... I mean, that's a plus. But, like, why do I need this much pizza? It was starting to stick a little bit, so I'm trying to get this preemptively ready, as the other one is almost coming out. So I'm going to now start with the thing. I'm not gonna add olive oil. Nah, I'll add olive oil. Why not? A little bit goes a long way, right? Salt. Oh, I almost put the cheese down first. I'm trying to make a normal pizza here, not a deep... Ugh. So I really should change up the music. I'm really thinking about it. Like, this is nice, cozy, comfy music in now, but I think we need to go for something a bit more thematic, you know? Give me a sec. I'm gonna apprehend this issue right away. Right after I put this pizza in, well, get this pizza set. I'm gonna put the Parmesan on right now because it's easier. Just gets the other stuff out of the way. Now, there we go. Oh shoot. Oh, that looks good though. Whew. Spicy. Is this gonna really stick? go this first thing. Let's go. And fine, I'll put it in the oven for just a few minutes and then take it out. Okay. Put it in for 2 minutes and then take it out, and wow, look at this one. This one actually looks like a proper pizza though. Well, I guess there is fine. Ah, shoot. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm now noticing why my smoke alarm hasn't gone off yet. It's because my oven is not all the way on broil. Okay, cool. We're not gonna worry about that then. There we go. Okay, so this is the Neapolitan style, I believe. Definitely got a lot more color than the New York. So, I'm not New York. This definitely did get a lot more color and a lot more rise than the what is this one? The sourdough pizza. So it got a lot more color than that. Wonder, can it actually fit on a actually? Oh, that's okay. That works. Wow, you get to see both pizzas. Alright. Oh, timer went off. Let me see if I can pry the other one off and throw it on the actual cast iron. You might be at like 500 some degrees, but work with me here. Ah! Oh, that hurts my hands. Hey, put on! Cool. Whew. Hot. Alright. Now I gotta put that in for 5 minutes and we'll let that do its thing. It's kind of funny, if you really think about this, it takes as long for, it takes as long as it to bake as it is to make cookies. You could say that they're big tomato cookies, yeah? With cheese on top? Pizzeria, music. Yeah, this will work. Nope, that's not Italian enough. It needs to be disgustingly Italian. Oh wait, no, that's actually the perfect one, okay. Yeah, yeah, now we're doing this right. Now we're streaming correctly. Yeah. Just gotta now continue cleaning. No. Alright, got my toes. I'm away. Right. Okay, cool. It still works. Hey. Should I get the other atrocity to society over here, or should I just kind of let it be? I kind of want to let it be and not touch it at all. It kind of deserves where it is right now, just not where anyone could see it. Actually, I'm gonna put this on here. It's too big. I'm thinking it bend a little. Here we are. Got the other one, the sad excuse of a pizza here. And, okay, let me see if I remember. Sourdough, double O, and atrocity. A menace to society. Yeah, I do not like it. Also, Temp mentioned something earlier today on stream today. The way I was kind of searching stuff, like, oh hey, why does this thing exist? Because I was searching something on my phone, like, hey, why does pizza exist? Why does deep dish exist? But for what it actually gave me to look up is, well, I think it only makes sense if I just show it. Yeah, I'm just kind of casually search here, why does deep dish exist? And then it gives me this thing. Why do I need to know this? Of all the things you need to show me, why do I need to know about that? Seems unnecessary. Like, why? Why? Why do I need it? I'm talking about pizza. This is like how people are on Twitch on my streams. Listen, I'm trying to make a pizza here. I'm not trying to make Congress. I'm trying to make Congress with people I'm not trying to have a intervention with people. Nah, I'm not for that. Ooh, this Ooh, smells like a glove. Ow! Oh, that hurt. And that felt painful like a glove. Whew. Here we go. New York. Hi, New York. How are you today? You good? You look like New York? I don't know. I've never been to New York. Hi, New York. Wish I had toppings like broccoli or something, but alright. I gotta just really quickly now take a picture. And after a good hour's worth of work here, we're done. Alright, hold on. Actually put some sauce getting everywhere. Stop it. Okay, so all the pizzas are done. They're baked. They are baked to moderate perfection. I think they look pretty good. Could they be better? I mean, it's like anything, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, everything could be better. But unfortunately, I just don't have the necessary tools to make it better. I have an oven that is made from like 1980 or something like that. It is an old oven. I'm not 100% sure. It's just because of how the oven is and how I'm just taking an assumption here because of how old it is in comparison to like recent modern day ovens. I'm just saying it is old because it looks old. So, okay. Well, I suppose we should start from not left to right, but first to last, right? And we're just gonna let this guy be last because I want it last. So, yeah. I'm gonna actually move this side, and oh, okay. Alright, sure. I'm fine with that. So, just being able to slide around, it had a good crust. Look at the bottom for me. Is it good? That's a nice crust. Yeah, look at that. Cheese and sauce is staying on top too. I mean, the color is pretty okay. I ain't gonna lie. I could be working a little bit more on that shaping, but hey, this doesn't look as bad as I would think it would. Alright. Gonna get my knife and try to give it... Ooh, wait. I'm gonna let you hear this. Okay, never mind. It had a sound. It had a crispy sound, but now it doesn't. Wait, hold on. Nope, it doesn't have no crispy, no sound, nothing. What a shame. It looks like it would. Okay, that one kind of did, but I'm not sure if my mic picked it up. All right. Okay, I'm being a little baby. There we go. It's so small. It's a little pizza slice. Look at that. Okay, well, let's see here. Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't actually expect to get that much, like, not acidic, but like that funk flavor. That flavor you get when you get sourdough. You know, that little bit of funk flavor to it. I'm actually getting it on this, getting it here. Yeah, this one's good. But I'm not sure what I'm tasting is the crust or the sauce, because that acidity kind of reminds me of like a tomato, but also it doesn't. So it's like, I'm not sure. Is it a tomato tart or is it like the crust itself? It might be the tomato. I don't know. But hey, that's nice. It's like crunchy, crispy. You can't really hear it because my mic is just that good, I guess? So yeah. Alright, I don't want to play that song anymore because I feel like I'm gonna get copyright striked for the silly Italian song, so we're just gonna go back to the, yeah. Okay, and that's pretty nice. I'm gonna have another slice here. Oh, actually, now that I look about it, I made this really thin, did I not? Like, it's really thin. You can't even really see the sauce. Right here. Yeah, it's a little it's crispy because of it, though. I'm sorry, I'm also a weird person. I'm not sure how people eat their pizzas, but I go for the crust first. And then I make my way back to the top and eat the last part like this. I don't know why I'm like this. But whenever I try to eat pizza, I try to be as strategic as possible. So with that strategy, I want to make sure that my last bite is going to be the best bite. So, get an even amount of crust, the sauce, and cheese, and all that stuff is my goal. Alright. That worked really nice. Good. That's a good start. Now, the Neapolitan style, yeah? Or the double O flour one. This one looks just so much better than the other ones, though. This is probably the nicest looking one, because there's so many bubbles. It's not incredibly thin. The bottom has really nice color. And it's not really heavy. It just looks great. It just looks like a stellar pizza. But the sound... there's a lot more crispness to it, so I'm already liking this a lot more. Ooh. That's a nice crust ratio right there. Uh-huh. I like this so far. So far, I think this might be the best one. The double O flour, the one made with, what is it? One made with the Neapolitan style. Neapolitan style seems like the best one so far. Slices over here now. Alright. Let's see here. This looks so much nicer. Like, it's not that thin. Probably because I actually rolled this one out pretty nicely. But you can see on at least this side, there are some very minute air bubbles. So, a lot more action happening. Alright. Okay, yeah, no. I can confirm the hypothesis. There was a lot more funk flavor in that, which kind of complemented really nicely of everything else. But this is strangely make me more think that I'm eating like a, well, a Neapolitan style pizza. Like, it's crunchy, it's crusty. I'm not sure if you heard that. A lot more crunchy, crusty. Has a lot more things that are like, oh, this is a good pizza. Like, just crust. There's enough of fluff. There's enough bite, everything. Like, this kind of feels very close to like an actual pizza I would get at like somewhere around where I live. Yeah, this is probably more close to like a true like artisan style, like a really good traditional like Italian pizza place, in the sense that this kind of just has a nice crust, airy, soft, and flavor. Just the flavor. Cheese works well. Sauce is nice in there. But the crust itself is actually just kind of bland. Well, not bland as in it's bad or needs salt, but in comparison to the sourdough pizza, the sourdough crust had a lot more flavor and kind of carried the pizza in a sense. But this one just kind of, it's more like just a good vessel. I don't know how to say it. It's just this is also just a good pizza, but so far I'm kind of leaning more towards the sourdough pizza. This is the kind of pizza where I would want to eat if I want to go to like a really, okay, this is how I'm going to explain the pizzas. This is a good pizza that you probably made at home and is like, yeah, this is pretty good. This is a pizza that you get at a nice Italian restaurant that isn't really high regard, but it's still a pretty good place. This is kind of like that feeling, like, it's pretty good pizza, but it's not the best one I've had, so. Sorry, I need to have a drink here. I'm having a lot of pizza. Getting thirsty. So much pizza, so much heat. Oh my god, this place, my apartment is so hot. But can only wonder why. You know, my oven was at 450 degrees, so kind of hot. All right, And now, the last one. In comparison to the other two, to where they were kind of like flat and stiff. Yeah, like no movement. I can already say, well, kind of flimsy, kind of floppy. But you can even see, like, the bottom crust, it's definitely cooked all the way. But this is a little wobbly. Look at this! Isn't that, oh my god, it's amazing! Look at this! In comparison to the other pizzas, this one's just flopping around. A little flippy floppy, like flip flop. But it all stood together. It all stayed well. Like, look, here's the double O. This is the Neapolitan style. No flop, no sag, no whatever. It is all just one unit. This one I can't really show you because, well, cut it. But yeah, not much flop, not much sag, nothing. It's still one like little cracker. Then when we get to New York here, New York just kind of flopping. It's kind of like you can't really see it too well, but like it's just wobbly. Look, see? Look, I'm bending this thing. No sound. I'm bending, no sound, nothing. But if I were to bend this thing, you hear that. There's crust. Hear this. Okay, there's not that much crust, but you get the point that I'm trying to tell you. Hopefully. Alright. Well, that's kind of funny, actually. I didn't actually expect it to not wobble around. I actually expected it to just be just like the other ones, but that's kind of funny. This one's kind of wobbly, wibbly wobbly. Pizza time. Alright, here we are. And it's like it's so malleable. Look at that! That's amazing. That's funny. It's a wibbly wobbly. That's probably the sugar that's in it, making it so wibbly wobbly. Anyways, New York style. Now, okay, I'm already gonna make my assumption here. This is gonna taste like the very similar pizza that we are all used to. Like, this is the pizza that we get at that one place. We find that one spot, and it's like, yep, this is the spot. This is where I'm only gonna get this pizza from. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm buying this one. Because it just has that feel. It has that look to it, too. It's like floppy. But, alright, let's see. I'm actually kind of excited. The crust is a lot more tight. The crumb is a lot more tight. So, not much happened, but yeah, no, this is yeah, this is actually the best way I can describe it, because I know we've all eaten pizza. If you're watching this stream, you've eaten pizza before. There ain't no way that you come to this stream, or watch the VOD, or whatever it may be, and you have never had pizza in your life. I find that hard to believe. But this is the best way I can describe it, because this all actually makes an astonishing amount of sense. The sourdough pizza, it tastes like a nice pizza that you made at home with a little bit of flash, a little bit of a nice little it's that little flavor. It's like weird, it's not tart, but it's like that weird funky sour flavor. That's good. The Neapolitan style is like, oh, this is a really nice high quality like Neapolitan style, Italian style pizza. This is the kind of pizza you go to a fairly nice like family-run Italian restaurant, and they make their own pizza, all that stuff. That is the Neapolitan style. But the New York style pizza, this is the pizza we all eat. This is the pizza we all get, because it is not just easy to get, not just not expensive, but it's just that slice. It is that pizza. It is that flavor, because the crust itself is notably sweeter. That being because New York, out of all these recipes, New York is the only recipe that has sugar in it, and you can definitely taste it in the crust too. Like the Neapolitan versus sourdough, they both tasted remarkably the same, but there is such a distinct flavor with the New York slice I'm having here. Yeah, that feeling of like, man, I really like what I'm eating, but this does not feel right. That's okay. This is very, yeah, it's this one. And I'm not gonna go back on what I said. New York is my favorite slice. If I'm just casually wanting to eat, if I want, like, if I just want a nice pizza, and I don't feel like being fancy, then New York, this is the pizza I would probably go for. If I want to be fancy and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go out on a date, which is, holy heck, I'm gonna go on a date? This is the second pizza. The Neapolitan style pizza is the one I would either definitely make or take someone to go get. This is not something I would take on a first date. This is like, I'm at home, just got back from work. It's chewy, soft. It's just good. Perfect. It's the lazy pizza, and boy do I like it. I'm taking my time here. I want to eat this. So yeah, that's my favorite one. I like this one the most. That one's pretty good. I like that one because I'm not trying to be fancy. I'm not trying to be special or anything like that or traditional. I just like that one the most because I'm not trying to be any of that stuff I just said. Just a nice relaxing day at home and I just want to relax and have a nice slice. That's it. That's the slice of pie I want. And where we get to into this monstrosity right here. This Chicago deep dish. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just take a quick analysis of this, yes? Let's just take a look at it. So, not gonna lie, it looks good, it feels good. The bottom, I don't really want to show. Okay, I'm not sure if I can show it, and without it tipping over. The bottom is very light. It's not very impressive as the other ones. It doesn't have much color, but this is literally like a tart. This is like a tart, like a tomato. This is just a tomato tart. You can't convince me this is pizza. This is not pizza. This is a sad excuse of pizza. However, I do want to see the one thing that I was interested when it came to Chicago deep dish. Come on. And check out the cross section, because all that cheese is nice and ooey and gooey. So that must mean when I cut this, it should be like a nice, beautiful ooey gooey cross section, right? Right? Now that's just sad. Now that's just nothing. There's like here, I'm tapping this right now. You hear that? It's failure. Sound failure. Look, I'm gonna get this one. You can hear something. Let me get the second one, the nice one. It's hollow. You can definitely sound something. The New York. Let's see this. You can hear something. Like, that's probably the quietest one. But the Chicago deep dish? Nothing. Failure. Nothing. Alright, well, maybe it makes up for the flavor of the cheese and the tomato that apparently made this into a custard, because I don't know where the cheese went off to. Maybe I just didn't add enough cheese. But I'm not disgusted with this. Like, I know it sounds like I'm very disgusted with this pizza. I'm not disgusted. I'm just very upset. I'm just very disappointed. This is not pizza. This is a tomato tartlet. Tomato and cheese tartlet, sorry. Alright, well, no time like the present. I gotta take a seat here. Alright, hold on, let me I'm gonna try and give this the benefit of the doubt for a second, again. You know, there are so many more things I can say about people who like deep dish now. People who like deep dish must love the Lunchable pizzas, because that's what I'm getting when I eat this. The cheese, I'm gonna go out and say, maybe I did do it wrong, because I don't taste any cheese. And I put a generous amount of cheese on it too. Because all I'm tasting is just sauce, cheese, and the dough is honestly kind of raw. And it was fully cooked. The bottom, the sides, everything was cooked. It's just that it's slathered in so much deep sauce that the bottom, the center of it, is so soggy and sad and messy. This... Hold on. Maybe I just thought of a redeeming quality for it. Hold on. It's a breadstick. That's what it's good for. Nah. This is not pizza. This is certainly not pizza. You know what? I tried to get. I really was hoping, like fingers crossed, like thinking, like, you know, maybe I've been too harsh on it. Maybe I just haven't been thinking about deep dish as most people would want me to think of it as. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. It's literally a warm Lunchables pizza. That is all it is. There is no funny haha. There's no jokes to be made here. It is Lunchables. And I made my sauce from scratch. I made the dough from scratch. I was not making cheese from scratch. I did not have the time frame to do that. And I also don't have the hands for that. I didn't feel like burning my hands today with that, no. But I made as many things I could from scratch, from the ground up, and using good technique that I've learned from my colleges, my schools, and my workplace. I had all that in mind. And this is so disappointingly bad. And I was actually like this close on using a small like loaf pan, because deep dish, you don't have to use a cast iron. I had a cast iron, I had a small cast iron, and I thought, you know what, let's try and make this as authentic as possible. Which, you know what, I probably just didn't add enough cheese, but tasting how that is, I don't even think enough cheese would save it. Because at that point, you might as well eat a block of mozzarella and just spread it a little bit. You might as well have mozzarella sticks. You might as well have mozzarella sticks with a side of marinara, because this is just so disappointing. This is so sad. Why? If you are a person that likes Chicago deep dish, you like Lunchables pizzas, and those things are nasty, disgustingly sweet. This is not sweet. This is not good. Maybe if I used, like, I don't know, the New York style pizza, the New York style pizza dough, maybe that'd be better. Maybe that'd be so much better. Maybe that'd be even just a touch, a little bit better, because the crust does take it just that extra mile. The crust would just make it a little bit more sweet, so it would really make you think that, oh my god, I'm eating a Lunchables freaking pizza. Unfortunately, I used a nice quality pizza dough to make a really cruddy quality pizza. This is not pizza. This is a sad. This is failure. This is sad. This is failure. This is disappointment. This is depression on a crust. It's so bad. So dense. Like another thing that just makes this so bad is like, okay, this is probably another me problem. This is probably me going. This is also probably me being, you know, ill-advised or not making Chicago deep dish the right way, which might be the case. But don't do this for pizza. I was gonna say like, oh, maybe it's because I didn't let it proof too much. Maybe I didn't let it proof long enough. Maybe I should have let it relax for like how I do with bread and stuff. But at that point, it's not pizza. It's bread with toppings on top of it, and at the same time, the toppings are the only thing that are going for it. The crust for the other pizzas, I had to just stretch it out, let it set for a minute so it gets relaxed, and then threw it in the oven. I gave this the same amount of treatment. I probably even gave it more treatment. Let it relax, let it sit in the oven, let it get nice and give it a few seconds to go. Throw the sauce, cheese, all that stuff in, and then when I threw it in, it had to go not only 3 times longer than the other pizzas I put in, but also just makes this really sad excuse of a pizza. It's a Lunchables. This ain't a pizza. This is a Lunchables pizza. Disgusting. That just ruins my entire. This ruins my morning. This is upsetting. Where are those people? Okay, where are those people? Where? Hey, people that like the Chicago deep dish. Where are you? Where are you? Give me a good convincing reason why this is good. This sad excuse of a tomato tartlet, not a tomato pie. I want a pie. I don't want a tart. There are 2 different things. Alright, I'm just gonna go back to. I'm just gonna grab it. We're so mad. We're so mad. I'm just gonna eat it. Even with this, the dough is crust. Dough is soft. The dough is soft with this. But there's still just so much more flavor with this. It doesn't feel like sadness with tomatoes on top. And yes, I am eating it folded. Fight me. It's my pizza. I can do what I want with it. I think cheese is an abstract idea. I like the mathematical's asymptomatic function. It gets closer, but it never reaches it. Oh my god. That's quite a word. That's quite a sentence you made. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna go be right back. I gotta go actually go do something real quick. I will be right back. Give me a sec. I just want to clean up real quick. Huh. Alright. I forgot my headset. Oh, there it is. Hey, I'm back. Sorry, I just had I just had to do some very important things. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about this. Nothing you need to worry about. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Do you not own a pizza cutter? I mean, what do you mean? I have a pizza cutter. It's fine, like this. Yeah, I'm just cutting some pizza. I mean, I was cutting something that should not exist. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just food. Nothing to worry about. Not no, it's not being upset. Nope. I get another. Just gonna drink some water real quick. Oh boy, I got a murder scene to clean. I don't like how you're trying to draw attention to away from. From what? Draw attention from what? It's fine. It's just you know, it's just New York, not New York. It's just Chicago. There's nothing wrong with Chicago. It's fine. I ate the New York. They got the Neapolitan, and then we got the sourdough pizza, which is kind of good. And then well, I don't think I got anything else to do today. How about you all give me a few minutes? It's not a pizza time, it's tomato soup bread bowl. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my god. You know, I guess you're right. Me saying that it's a tomato tartlet is being too nice. The Chicago deep dish? Yeah, no, it's just tomato soup in a bread bowl. Yeah. Chicago deep dish. Or like... just sad. It's just a sad excuse of pizza. Ay vey. Makes me upset just looking at it every single time. Like, I could have made another, like, really nice Neapolitan style pizza. But instead I have to now clean up a murder scene. Some bread. Alright. But despite that, patching up evidence. Sorry, I had to just clean my board real quick. This other stuff? Nah. What other stuff? Yeah, nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. Yeah. There was nothing on this board, and even if there were to be something on this board, it would still practically be nothing. So, yeah. I don't feel like ending stream today, but unfortunately I'm on my laptop, so there's not really much I can do on said laptop. What do you say you give me a moment, and I'll cook us up another stream real quick? I'm not gonna cook, cause I already got one mess to clean up, and I have food for my entire day. Heck, I would go as far as say for my entire week. Like, no, it's in my refrigerator. I already have so much bread. I have so much more dough. I got so much dough to work with. So, I gotta make more pizza sometime soon. Or I could just freeze the dough and then use it for another time. But yeah, I got pizza to eat for today's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ugh. It feels nasty saying that out loud, but how about you all give me a few moments here, and I'm gonna send you guys on BRB. We're gonna stop stream and start a new stream. How's that sound? Make cheese sticks? Nah, I don't want to make cheese sticks. Once more, I've made enough food. I don't want to make too much food. I do not like wasting food, so I don't want to do that. I have to probably do another. We'll do something later then. But how about you give me a few moments? I'm gonna be on BRB, and I will make another stream. How's that sound? Right? We'll play some Minecraft today. How about that? Does that sound good? We'll do a little Minecraft, yeah? Alright. Here. And send you guys on BRB. Be right back. And then I'll announce to you when we are actually, changing. Okay, so I'm back. I'm not sure if you can hear, but I currently am running my washing machine. So yes, we're pretty much ending today. Well, we're ending this stream. However, I don't know how to redirect, and I don't think I can redirect, but we are going to be continuing stream today. We are going to be continuing another stream today. I just want to do some more stream today because I feel like it. So we're going to play some Minecraft today. I just need like 15 minutes to get myself completely set because I gotta move my camera, I gotta move other things. So yeah, I got other things I still need to do. But this is the end of this stream. If you want to go on to the next stream, I have made the waiting room. Click that link right there and you'll get directed to the next stream that I'm gonna do. But thank you for tuning in today. If you are here for this first stream, thank you for tuning in today. I made 3 really good pizzas. Really good pizza. Very good pizza. I gotta make sure I write down these recipes because they're actually pretty solid. So I'll have to write them down. I'll put them in my recipe booklet that I will link in the description if you want to find out all the stuff I make and bake. And that's it. I'm going to see you in just a few minutes. Just give me 15 minutes and we'll be right back to it. Alright? Alright. I'll be back. Otsu for a sec.